Hello and welcome to the Trade Ideas Market Recap for Wednesday, August the 27th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of the trading room. This is the address to get into the room, and you can log in as a guest or use your Facebook or your Twitter account to log in. Busy day today, very busy day actually. Had some bounce plays actually from this particular alert window. And yesterday, I think I showed you, had none. So I don't know, I can't say that things are picking up, but certainly today, at least I had some opportunities with them. So let's take a look at some of the trades that I did and posted in the room. Well, actually, all of the trades that I posted in the room. HAL, Halliburton. So the alert came in at 9:41. So right in this area here. And sorry, let me just get rid of this. The drawing icon was on. So 68.30. So right in this area here is when I first received the alert, and you can see why. Again, 5-minute candles. I need at least three in a row down. So there you go. And with a big enough dollar drop, and so both filters met the bill, and a couple other ones also, low RSI, etc. So I waited on this and waited on to see what would happen at the whole number. Talked about it in the room, and it bounced off the whole number. Got this little tail here and took the trade at 68.22, and it was a quick trade. Got out of it the first half at 68.43, right on this candle here, and then the second half over here at 68.37. Now I see it did go up, in fact, quite a bit more, but again, early trade for me, and I tend, especially in the early ones, again, so this is I'm taking this trade at around 9:45. Um, maybe it was a little later, probably maybe 9:50, but any trade within the first half hour for me anyway, I definitely want to make sure I zero in on a profit. I mean, I'm not suggesting that's the greatest trading strategy. I mean, a lot of people would wait on this one, but I would have stopped myself out for sure the minute I got below my buy-in. So again, I will take these quick profits right at the beginning. The next one was FEYI. I think that's FireEye. Now, FireEye came from the daily scan or the scan I did the evening before. Hard to see on this. May draw it out a little bit more, but it looked like it was starting to curl up. These are daily candles. So this is yesterday's candle. And so I'm looking here at 31.87, not a huge gap, but it just had that feeling to it that it was going to start moving up a bit. So I decided that I would watch this one right from the beginning. And so when I got this pattern, a little pop here, a little bit of consolidation, a little bit of pop here, more consolidation. And so on this green candle here, I took the trade at 29.54. Now, I really thought we were way to the races here. It hit a high at 29.74. I really thought that this was going to start to run. This is the type, this stock can be very volatile, and when it wants to go, it can really go. But it just didn't do that, and I actually ended up selling at basically a break even right down here at 29.54. So nothing happened on it, and I can see that it has kept going down. So it's probably going to be off my radar for a little bit anyway. The next trade was ADI, and this trade, unfortunately for me, did not pan out the way it should have. I panicked, not panicked, but I got out of it way too soon. ADI was on the bounce play, alerted at 50.34, so right in this area here. And again, you know, so here are the three down candles, and I watched it go down right to the whole number. And, again, I said, let's see what happens at the whole number. And it took the bounce off the whole number. And I got into the trade right on this green candle here. It went right above, what's the high here? 50.11. So I took the trade at 50.11 and initially had a decent little pop to 50.20. It looked like it was going to continue, but then it had a bit of a downtrend there to 50.08. It came back up, but then it came back down, and it was a weak stock. Generally, if they don't start working almost immediately, then I get out. And so in this particular case, it didn't serve me well to do that. I did take the basically got in at my break even 50.11, and soon after that, it did finally do what I was hoping it would do right in this area here. And I know some were in it, and I know some held they may even still be holding to the end of the day, but probably they're out now. I think when it probably broke down through 51 again, they're out. But definitely a nice trade. But these are things that I'm glad to alert the room to it. And just because I don't take full advantage of it doesn't mean that you, if you're in the room, you might see something differently from me. I mean, it's what I see, and I have to act the way I see it. But this is another one. Didn't take it. This is another bounce play. Alert at 225. I didn't take it because this is the type that I don't generally take the very low priced bounces. And but I hope some did. Some in the room might have taken it because it was definitely a great setup. Here's the low at 190. It bounced off there, and then boom, you could have taken it right around here at 199, even over $2. Once it broke $2, and then without too much froth. I mean, it came down back down to 229, but you could have probably held on to 249, so that would have been a tremendous one on this nice bounce play. The next one, I have to give a huge shout out to our friend Kilo in the room. Now, Kilo, I believe he actually was watching BBY Best Buy yesterday, and so I'm sure that's why it was on his radar first thing today. And he actually made a call on it at I believe it was at 3011 or 3005. I think he said he was in it. Now again, a little early for me, so that's why I disregarded it. And plus, when I see this action, I didn't really see a good entry. Potentially, maybe right there also. But what I did see, and it's a little more visible on a 15-minute chart, but when I saw this little pullback and then the break above 31, on the 15-minute chart, you will see that it broke, in fact, let me see here. Yeah, 3106. There's even on the 5-minute chart. Came back down, and then on the second time it broke 31, I got in. And I took the trade at 3112 right here and was really rewarded. Came all the way up to 30. I actually sold half of 31.50, the first half of 31.66, and then on the way down at 31.55. So very quick because again, 5-minute charts, candles. So that's 5, 10, 15 minutes on this, and another maybe 3 minutes on that. So in and out in about 18 minutes. Big shout out to Kilo for pointing that out to the room. I know a lot of people took advantage of it. And again, the room is great. We have a lot of really good traders in the room. The next one, this is one that didn't work out for me. ARWR. Now, ARWR had the nice day yesterday. I traded it yesterday, and you can see that this is yesterday's candle. And here's a couple of updates, and then the big update taking out all these down days, and it basically so it was a nice update. And so I had remembered it. So when it came, actually, it came on this other one that I showed you yesterday on the 15-minute down candles. And so it had to have, it's not on here anymore, obviously, but it had three 15-minute down candles. And so I took the trade right here. And I mean, I had a nice stop, fairly tight stop, 1478. And so I was in at 1490, hoping obviously that it would break through 15 and maybe give us something up to this level here. And it, bounced around here for quite a while. I was tempted to sell here, but I held on. But in this candle right here, I sold at 1480, got out of the trade at 1480. And actually, I am wrong. It was this one here. Sorry, I'm mixing it up here because I remember almost getting out and then it came back up again thinking, okay, maybe now. But again, it didn't. And so I was out here at 1480, a little ahead of the mental, well, the stop that I really had planned on 1478, but it just started looking too weak. And certainly after that, it just has done nothing. So I may watch it tomorrow to see if it has any sort of continuation, not from today, of course, but from yesterday to see what it does. But so I took a 10-cent loss on that one. And then the last one was A and F. And this turned out to be a quite a nice trade. A and F came from this play also, 44.28. So right here is when I was alerted to it on all these down candles. And watch it come down to 44, almost 44, 44.13 was the low. A nice little recovery, and so I got into the trade at 44.26. On this next candle, took half out at 44.39, and on the next candle, actually, I let it. I was hoping that it might get up to 44.76. I wasn't expecting that much on it. And so I held on through this, and I actually ended up selling right in at this candle here, right in this candle here. I'm sorry, on this down candle here, and then it continued down and had a nice tail right here. So I'm glad I got out here. But yeah, so half out at 44.39 and the other half at 44.51. Not spectacular, but nonetheless, not a bad trade. So one HAL, ADI, and ANF all worked. XXII would have worked very well. And the other one on the bounce play that is, again, it's not showing right now, ARWR did not work. But nice day. Good day in the room. A lot of action, a lot of interesting stocks that we saw, and a lot of good postings in the room about good plays. So I encourage you to come into the room. Lots of things happen, and it's not just all about me trying to find the trades. We have a very active bunch of traders there. So again, I encourage you to come into the room. So I hope to see you in the trading room tomorrow, and that's it for today.